I don't care about transparency. Like, I don't care about transparency. That's not it for me. What I care about is authenticity. So that's what I'm going to be telling you about every time I come on here to talk to you. I'm, you know, I just think authenticity is so much more important than anything else. So, you know, it's not been going the way I want it to after eating animal-based carnivore for almost 7 months. The last month has been harder than it has been since like probably month 3 or 4. So I made a major mistake for the first time since starting the carnivore diet 7 months ago. I never want to do this again. I never want to make this mistake again. I went out and I drank too much. I have had 2 different times of where I've had a little bit of alcohol. I've had wine, and that was in May when my son got married, but I didn't drink too much. And I did go to a concert and I had like a Truly or but I have not had too much to drink since, well, probably the very beginning of January. And I just can't believe that I made that mistake and that I feel so poorly. I feel really bad. I have a headache and my stomach's a little upset. I just try to plan a little bit better. So here's what I've done this morning to help take the edge off of this headache. So here is what I have started with this morning. First, it's not sponsored. This is nothing, but I drink 2 to 3 of these every single day. Lately I've been drinking the raw unflavored. That is my base for everything. I add it to my coffee. I drink 2 cups of coffee a day, probably 16 ounces, and I will split it between 8 and 8. I drink it in my favorite water, not sponsored, just me, which is Mountain Valley. I reuse these. I just fill these up from my fridge and then add my electrolytes. I like their sparkling and their spring. So I have done, and then I have been outside sitting in nature. So now what I'm going to do, put my hair up so I can do a cold plunge, which is what I've been doing lately anyway. So that isn't different. I haven't done anything differently this morning. And then I've already been drinking some coffee. I do add a lot of butter to my coffee. Like, I'm kind of scared to tell you, I like 3 to 4 tablespoons per cup, like it very rich and creamy. So I've had this. I don't know if I will drink all of the coffee, my normal amount of coffee today, because I just have to see how I feel. So that's actually what I do every day, except today I'm doing it with a headache. So I'm going to try to knock this out, get back on track. So I'm going to go do my cold plunge. I'm going to do 5 minutes. The water's about 62 degrees. Starting tomorrow, I think I'm going to see if I can get it 60. Let's see. I've got some frozen bottles of water to add. So when you see me again, I'll have done my plunge and I might have my hair down. We'll see. We'll see you soon. Hang on. I'll be right back. Okay. I'm back. I did the cold plunge. I did 4 minutes. The water's 64, and I do feel really good. I think my headaches, it's still a little bit there, but has subsided quite a bit. Wonderful. I'm going to try to spend some time outside today. It is going to be really hot. It's already 88 degrees, and it is not even 11 a.m. But in a couple of days, it's going to cool off. Wonderful. Am I going to start drinking alcohol again? No. I am not able to moderate alcohol at all. I really think that's the only issue that I have, that I would have to be, strictly, completely abstain. I'm not going to try. I'm not going to try it out with sugar and carbs, but I absolutely know that I cannot moderate alcohol for the most part. Does it mean that I'm never drinking again? No. I know that if I can, if I kind of plan ahead, for instance, Dale and I are going on a trip in October for our 20th wedding anniversary. I'm going to drink during that week. I'm not going to drink too much. That is what I'm not going to do again if I can help it, which obviously I can. I'm in control of that. So I wanted to tell you about that experience. And I wanted to also let you know that the last 6 weeks have been a little bit more challenging in navigating just some of the health things that have come up. I'm not sure. I've been working on some more emotional, I don't think it's baggage, but I've been working through some emotional aspects, and I don't know, but I've been trying to mitigate those with continuing to go outside, be in nature, walking. I've started exercising, like an actual exercise program, 3 days a week. I've done 2 sessions, and then I'm going to do a workout tomorrow. It's resistance training. So tomorrow's Monday. I'll work on that because my end goal is longevity. I want to be healthy and strong for as long as I can. And I want to be, disease-free, obviously, pain-free. So I keep putting in place these practices that gets me to that point. I want to be strong, and I don't want to have pain, and I don't want to have mental health issues. I've been doing the cold plunge. I have started just doing it every day. There's no reason not to, because I do like it. I do find it's easier if I just don't really think about it before I do it, and then I just do it, get in the tub, because we do it, I do it in the bathtub. And then it's exhilarating. It really is. The first 60 seconds is the hardest. So I'm just going to keep doing that. My sleep is really, really good quality. I'm sleeping through the night, which tells me my hormones are doing pretty well. I did have some issues that I think might have been some hormonal issues. For instance, I have to take thyroid replacement because my thyroid does not function at all from an autoimmune issue that I had. I had Graves' disease in 2005. Been off. My health provider and I, we work together to try to, maximize my thyroid. And I've had to change doses like 4 times in 7 months because, my body's just adjusting. So some of the symptoms and feelings I was having, I do attribute to I was actually hypothyroid, so now I've got a higher dose, blah, blah, blah. I'm not changing anything, and everything is working. I do try to focus more on resiliency and how, our bodies adapt and they kind of figure out what's going on. I have been weighing only once a week, and I haven't lost weight in like 2 months. It's just been leveled out, and I thought, okay, well, might be just my maintenance weight. I'm okay with that. I would like to lose a little more weight, so I did weigh last Monday, and I was down 2 pounds. My weight hasn't been at this number for at least 10 years, probably 15. So that's great. Some of my body's released a little bit more. I'm going to just keep doing what I'm doing, and I'm going to keep learning about things that I can do to optimize, my health. It's the most important thing. And you can't, I always think about when I had little kids, when the girls were really young, I heard it said, you can't pour from an empty cup. I have to be at my best so I can take care of people around me, my family. So I'm just going to keep going, and I'm not going to include alcohol in that. All right. And I want to say thank you to Kipp for encouraging me to get back on here and talk to you guys, because I was kind of struggling with, perfection and, oh, I don't know what to say. And everybody's said, talking about this one thing. And my video, what does it matter? But everybody's voice, my voice might resonate with someone else that, struggles with my issues and helps, other people, maybe middle-aged women that have autoimmune issues. I like listening to Kipp, but also, his lived experience is different than mine. All of our voices, it's good to talk about these things from all of our voices matter.